So, this looks like it's going to be the nofap and semen retention update, maybe? It's going to be like a nofap vlog, a little bit of its own wake kind thing. I can't really say for sure that, not so much as far as the lifestyle is concerned. Yeah, I'm not going to really kind of streak for this video, so maybe I won't have to put it on a title or anything like that, because I don't have one right now anyways. But even then. But yeah, I'm going to just talk a little bit about maybe some of my experiences, not some, maybe benefits, maybe, but experiences, and maybe just talk a little bit about what I'm going through right now and what my understanding is at this point in my journey with abstinence. So currently, I've gone through a few loopholes where I'm like, damn, you know, even if this whole thing is placebo, at least it'll still be worth it. And another thing was like, I just wanted to make sure that I actually wanted to do it, because not just turning back at the last second would be kind of awkward. Not even to actually relapse and to keep going, but to actually relapse and be like, no, I actually want to come back, damn it. Because that's still indecisive. People who think that you can do it for a month, abstain for a month, and still decide to go back to it, it's like, whoa. Looks like they didn't understand what it was like to be on retention. No, really. When you go on a month, people assume that you would already keep going, but it's like, or that you have the potential to keep going, because it would be that much stronger of a result. But it's like, it's not even about the result at that point. For them, it's already the lifestyle. It's like it's already a good thing that you can actually retain, but to actually keep going by decision is some kind of the loan or some kind of a given. And it's not really, because many people could already be different. Even if that's a cliche, it's still kind of true. It's like, it's supposed to be true at some point. It's like, people will be different for even retaining for like the whole 90-day reboot or whole year or whatever, and not having to count those days even then, but to actually like go for that and be like, no, I actually want to come back because I never want to leave PMO in the first place. Make up your mind. And I say this as someone who doesn't make up their mind for most things anyways, including with retention. So I'm like, yeah, I should stop talking about that, but you know. So what about me then? Well, should I talk about my lifestyle first, or what I've done with my understanding of PMO? I think with PMO, I went back through a few loopholes of not so much about to give up retaining or abstaining, but like not so much to give up on the journey, the lifestyle, but like it was something like questioning like if I'm going to. It could have been eventually making the decision yes or no, but it was also like I want to make the. I've been saying this for months also. I want to make the most of this current lifestyle while I can before I actually give up on it. As along with the sibling relationship that it has with making life awesome before you recover from anything, including PMO, that tagline I made before, there's a bit of understanding I have with that and its former sibling, which was literally like what I just said, was like, I want to make the most of this while I can, even if it's bad. But just, that was me at least. So with PMO, it was like tapering off of one thing or the other, or giving up on one detail or the other. PMO, fantasizing, edging, etc. Then giving up on certain things with it, then would have been already good. So if I'm not being too specific about PMO, then that's not just for obvious reasons. Maybe, but it's just like it's certainly me trying to make sure that I word this in a way where, maybe I don't offend people. Maybe I don't have to care about that. But I'm doing this nofap vlog in the first place or whatever. But you know, so yeah, I did just relapse earlier in the day, even not just yesterday but today as well. So not just with the journey, but like not counting the days really. Not trying to anymore. I definitely deleted the manhood app like a few days ago. I deleted the manhood app. I had a lot of like journalings on that app, but I deleted it on spontaneous decision, because I knew that I want to get rid of it if I needed to really consider this thing. The reason I deleted manhood wasn't because I was thinking about stop counting the days really. That was part of it, but it was also because I wanted to make sure I was not being distracted by the fact I would keep it counted in the first place. Then maybe to not count the days, but. And then weeks later, it was like, yeah, people were still confirming what I thought about the other part, which is like, stop counting the days, basically. Not even subconsciously, let alone consciously. So, not on accident, let alone on purpose. So, you know, not even subtly thinking about a streak on accident by looking at a counter on accident. Actually, make sure you don't count that streak if you don't have to do that, as a general context. But yeah, what about my own lifestyle? What have I been doing? So, every once in a while, I go into Power Platform Power Apps from Microsoft. Even that's a useless subset for me. It could be a good skill for itself or for other things in my life that aren't relevant to it. But whenever I was doing Power Apps and Power Platform, I would actually get into like certain, like I would just explore a lot of the preview development stuff, and I would explore a lot of the other. See, this is me making a video about Power Apps again for once, but like again, but it's like to to actually get into like Power Platform, Power Apps, and even a bit of Azure and a bit of other stuff around it, around the other stuff. It was fun going through like Power Automate, Power AI Builder, Power Apps. What else was there? Power Pages. There's one of the most other most edge-wise preview apps that they have for the thing, applications stuff, but not so much an app for itself, but for website things. It's like a website builder, but from the Power Platform. So like so that was fun. So Power Platform, Power Apps does give me something to do for a good enough time. I could focus on that, like in the Lou style of focus work for 1 to 2 hours indeed, like I was doing for something else. I was doing that for definitely for Power Apps and Power Platform, but maybe something else. I forget what it was. Maybe Claymation for sure. But even though Claymation keeps taping off over and over on accident, I'm not even going to focus on Claymation for the next few months, unfortunately. But at least not right away, not right now. Well, I need to focus on building other habits I can while I want to actually do something about them. While I actually care about those other habits in the meantime. So if Claymation doesn't come right away, or even if it does come right away at some point for some reason, it won't be because I didn't know what I was doing. It will be from spontaneous action or even inspired action, but it won't be because I didn't care about anything else, or even Claymation. Because I do care enough about Claymation to do something about it, but not right now. So I do Claymation every once in a while, if not right now. I've been doing Power Apps, Power Platform every once in a while. So there are things I could try to do more of, which is why I made that 2-minute video earlier about abstract philosophy into Claymation, which is because I want to build habits based on Andro's video of building habits based on, which is also kind of based on the all-in hunter thing versus baby steps farmer, which I had consensus before. That I concluded I was a baby steps farmer already, and I want to be an all-in hunter. But either way, I was grateful for either or. So it's just either grateful for being a baby steps farmer right now, or wanting to be ambitiously be an all-in hunter, whether that was worth it or not. And all-in hunter would still tend to be worth it anyways. It just being an all-in hunter, even if I was an all-in hunter right now, I had to be grateful for being a baby steps farmer for what it is, whether or not I'm that. And that sounds confusing to say like that, but basically why I think is reality is I am a baby steps farmer who wants to be an all-in hunter. And even though he made that other video about focusing on one thing at a time every 3 to 12 weeks, in lieu with all-in hunter, I think it was also kind of a baby steps farmer kind of thing, because it takes time with things. It is all-in hunter because you're focusing on working towards something, but you're also making sure that you're doing that one step at a time. And I think that's what it does come into being baby steps farmer. I'm just realizing this right now. It does sound, now I think of it, does sound a bit more like baby steps farmer than all-in hunter, but talking too fast for everyone, including myself. But yeah, there are some things in my nofap lifestyle. As my breath gives up right now, as my breath and voice gives up right now, I'm gonna try to talk about one more thing. It's gonna be about maybe either the 270-day thing I had. The 270-day thing was more of a journal thing. It wasn't so much to count the days for that lifestyle. It was to journal 270 days and to see what it was like in between the halfway mark of the year and the end of the year, in between like the 3/4 quarter part, and measure that in my own way, because I don't think people have done typically 270 days. I've seen Young Avell cover 180 days, spiritually speaking, and other benefits. 90 days is a classic example. A full year, some people have done that already. But 270 days is specific, so I want to cover that a little bit my own times. If I actually commit to nofap and semen retention to 270 days straight up, even if there's fantasizing and edging along the way, even if there's some other relapses along the way that count PM and L, or PML, straight up. Or PM, or MO, or PO. I've done, not just as a side, I've done PO before, but that's besides the point. But yeah, people think that's impossible, but how do you do that without masturbating or fapping? Yeah, but how you just do an O relapse without actually having sex or having a actual wet dream or whatever, But yeah, so that's as we go then towards the end of this video, I just want to say, we'll all make it one of these days. We're all gonna make it. It doesn't have to just be about porn addiction. It doesn't have to be about sex addiction. It doesn't have to be about any of that stuff. It will be successful in any regard of our life. Even if we're just taking our time with just being ourselves, being normal, or wanting to be above mediocrity, we'll make it in some way or another. We'll make it to fulfill our dreams, or even to be patient with ourselves, wanting what we're simple or complicated, wanting what's simple for ourselves, simple living, or even wanting ambitious things that's for a higher living. Anything like that. It doesn't have to be specific. Just no matter what it is, we'll make it. I promise. It doesn't take a vague, non-exemplary, non-example, vague kind of person like me talking like this really fast to tell you this otherwise. But if you're grateful for me, thank you. But otherwise, that's my nofap and retention journey for now. I'll see you guys in another vlog, maybe the numbered vlogs or the nofap vlog as well. I'll see you guys later. Bye.